What is going on, everyone? This is Abyss271, and this is my blind reaction to the top 10 most iconic weapons from Anime America. Now, before I start the video, I would like to apologize for everyone for this video being a few days late. Around 4 days ago, I said that I would be uploading this video. The problem is, when I did the recording for it and I played back that video, the same problem that happened with the last video, to where the audio in the video would be desynced to where my mouse would not match the audio. That happened within the first 2 seconds of that video, of that recorded attempt, compared to that happening within the second half of the last video. But I got that all figured out. That won't happen again. So without further ado, here is my blind reaction to the top 10 most iconic weapons in anime from Anime America.
Alright, so I guess I didn't fully explain what we were doing in this weapon series. In the month of January, we were going to originally do top 10 weapons of anime. But how can you choose these weapons when they're all so different? Some are iconic, some are powerful, and some are just weird. So for this
She
month,
should
we
do
decided
this.
to
She
split
should
that
do
list
this
into
list, but instead of
3.
weapons,
Top 10
she should do
weirdest
this with
weapons,
anime.
top 10 most
Like top 10
iconic
weirdest
weapons,
animes,
and
top 10 most iconic
powerful weapons.
animes,
As
and
part
top
of
10 most
this being a
powerful
series,
animes.
we are
I
going
think
to
those would make
reserve
some very good
anime titles
videos,
so we
in
don't
my
sound
opinion.
biased and repetitive. Basically, if you don't see an anime you think should have been on one list, it may be mentioned on another list. Since we just covered up top 10 weirdest weapons, we're now going to cover the most iconic weapons. This list has one rule, and that is choosing the weapons we can easily recognize. A weapon that stands out by design and maybe have an awesome backstory to it. We took all the recognizable weapons of anime and made this list for you. So here we go. Top 10 most iconic weapons in anime. Number 10. The maneuver gear from Attack on Titan. Now, we're not specifically talking about the flying gear itself. Although they're cool to
I just
fly
recently
with,
got
they're
done
not
watching
weapons
this
per
anime.
se.
This is a very
So,
good anime.
They do kind of help the soldiers fight off the Titans, so they can count. What we're looking at are the swords themselves. And yeah, you know where the swords
I
are
thought
from
this would
since
be.
they
I thought
look
this would be
different.
higher on the list.
They're not really looking like typical swords. They're more
Especially
like
considering
long
the
knives
popularity
attached to
of Attack
rifles
on
ready
Titan.
to carve into the Titans. Stylish and practical. The maneuver gear and swords really are iconic weapons in the anime world. Number 9. The Dominators from Psycho-Pass. Now, there are a lot of guns in the anime world.
I've heard a lot of
this
good
one
things
to us
about this
really
anime,
stands out.
but I
It's
have not really
state-of-the-art
gone to
technology
it.
that can only be operated by enlisted inspectors and enforcement officers. It's got several modes, from non-lethal paralyzers to lethal eliminators. That guy exploded. That's what I call lethal. He just exploded. So we got a very lethal
this
weapon
looks like
here
a very
that looks
cool gun.
friggin'
I would love
awesome
to
to
have.
hold. I mean, just look
Even
at
if
it.
I,
Don't you wish you
even
had
though
one?
I don't cosplay, I would love to have a gun like that. I mean, it looks so cool and badass. And I can.
I just had my first rainbow vomit of 2016. Oh, it can't hurt anybody.
She should
but
do that
it's
more
another shiny
often.
object I want. The Dominators from Psycho-Pass.
But
They
that's
just
what I was saying. I would love to
so
have
cool.
this badass weapon, even though I don't cosplay.
Number 8. A stick. A stick. What makes this thing memorable? Oh! Okay, I deserve that. Goku's Power Pole from Dragon Ball. Before Goku
A
became
oldie
a
but a
powerful Super
goodie.
Saiyan, he was training to be the best while using his trusty
By the
power
way,
blade.
I'm gonna say this
Sturdy,
right now.
could smack numerous
Dragon
foes
Ball
in his
over
way,
Dragon Ball
and
Z.
chop down some swords,
Sorry,
and
Dragon
can
Ball
stretch
Z
up
fans,
to
but I just
unlimited
cannot
heights,
get into Dragon
thus
Ball
helping
Z.
him fly over any obstacle before he knew how to fly.
I couldn't get into
Though
it when
he
I was
has
a
no
kid, and
need
I
for
can't
it
get
as an
into it
adult.
now.
It was a pretty cool tool for him to use as a kid. Number 7. The Elucidator and Dark Repulsor from Sword Art Online. What? Yes, everyone knows I hate this show. I not only hate it, but I loathe
I am
it
very
to the point
hesitant.
where every
I am very
subscriber to
hesitant
Anime America
to
knows
watch
my
Sword Art
undying
Online. I
rage
want
for
to
this
watch it.
poorly
I've heard a
written
lot.
show.
I love the
Still,
story.
I can't
The
exclude
problem
these swords
is
because
that
I hate the show. With all the Kirito
the
cosplayers out there
story
carrying these
is
swords,
like done halfway,
everyone knows
in that
these
the
swords
second
and
half
where they're
it goes
from,
to a brand new
whether
story,
they like the
which
show
I don't
or
like
not.
personally.
I'll admit, as half-assed and emotionally
I'll get to it one day, I just don't know when.
At least the anime was creative with their weapons. With every online MMORPG, weapons had to be creative and their own identity. In the world of Aincrad, the Elucidator and the Dark Repulsor stand out from the crowd and are well-known weapons in anime.
He was hoping I would enjoy that anime more than Dot Hack Style.
Number 6. The Dragon Slayer from Berserk. Guts is
Damn,
known
that's
to
a big
carry
ass
large
weapon.
swords. In the Golden Era, he stood out from the mercenary with his tall frame and huge sword. But if there's one weapon we have to talk about, it's the Black Swordsman's gigantic blade, the Dragon Slayer. This particular sword was first made to meet the King's proclamation to make a sword strong enough to slay a dragon. However, the blacksmith Godo made a weapon so big, no one could wield it, so he just tossed it away in his shop, never to be used again. Once the eclipse went down, Guts discovered the sword during a fight against an apostle, whereupon the Black Swordsman wielded it with ease and shot Godo the blacksmith. Ever since then, Guts has used the Dragon Slayer to take down numerous spirits, monsters, and apostles who stand
I really
in
want.
his way.
I have not
Most of
seen this
this
anime
actually
yet.
happened in the manga,
Now, though I
but
want
Young
to see
Animal
it, I
magazine
don't know if
recently
this
announced a
if
new
that
anime
anime is for
Berserk,
me or not.
which will tell the tale of
Like
Guts as the
this
Black
is another
Swordsman.
anime I'm hesitant
time,
on watching
we'll
because I
finally
just
see
don't
more of
think
Guts
I can
and
get
this
into it as
legendary
much as a
blade
lot of
in
people
action.
can.
Number 5. Bitches love cannons. There. I said it. Are you happy now? The Hard Cannon 1 and 2 from Hellsing. I'd like to add that Alucard's Kazul and Jackal are memorable weapons, as well as Walter's Microphilia Mint wires. But out of all the weapons that were beautifully shown in Hellsing, we gotta give this place to Ceres's Hard Cannons. The first one made by Walter was pretty much a portable cannon only Ceres could use. Powerful enough to take down a military tank, Ceres could use the weapon to take down any target.
I would love
no
to
matter
see
how
like
far
a
away
video
they
game
were.
version of that
And then
cannon.
there's the Hard Cannon 2.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of cannons personally, and I would love to have to use that in a video game or something. I mean, come on, who wouldn't want to use that kind of weapon in a video game?
Now that's overkill, but I don't care. The Hard Cannons. 2 cannons loved by bitches and audiences worldwide. Number 4. Madoka's Bow from Puella Magi Madoka Magica. The very bow that reshaped the universe and looks so pretty to use. Now we did debate on putting this bow on most powerful weapons, but felt that compared to a lot of other powerful destructive weapons,
I need to go back and
what
watch
kind of
this
damage does
anime
Madoka's
again.
bow
I
do?
feel like
Well,
even though I
before she became a
enjoyed it,
goddess and
I
during
didn't
some of the
enjoy
Ghostly
it as
timelines,
much as I
Madoka had a pretty powerful
I
bow that
wanted
would
to
help her
enjoy
take
it.
down witches.
Like,
As a goddess, however, she uses
I
the
know
bow to
it can be
reshape
so
the
much
universe
more if I
for
give it
removing
a
witches
second
from
watch, and I
history,
feel like
thus
I didn't
preventing magical girls from
enjoy it as
turning
much as
into
I thought I
witches ever
would.
again.
And it feels like if I go back
That's
and
a
watch
pretty
it
cool
again, I would
technique,
enjoy it a lot
but wasn't
more.
what we were looking for on on top 10 most powerful weapons. As an icon, however, well, look at it. I'm actually fascinated by
This
this
is probably
bow,
not
given
a
how typical looking
popular
all the other weapons
thing to
were in the
say,
show.
but I remember
It's
watching
just
the ending of
pretty.
that anime
Suitable
and
weapon
just
for a
getting
goddess.
bored of
This
it.
bow is truly
I don't know,
one of
maybe
a
I
kind.
just watched it at a bad time or something, or at a time I didn't feel like watching it, but I remember getting bored at the final episode, even though I probably should not have.
You really thought Silverware was more notable than this, baby?
Aw, yeah.
Rel's chainsaw from Black Butler. Rel is a Grim Reaper who customized their death
I
sight
love that
since they
chainsaw.
thought the traditional sights are too old-fashioned.
Although I'm not the biggest
Okay,
fan of Gwen.
Rel, describe old-fashioned since William Spears uses a pruner and Ronald Knox has a lawnmower.
A
Those are not
lawnmower?
typical death sights to me. I'll admit, out of all the death sights in Black Butler, Grell
I
seems
really need
more
to watch season
affiliated
2 and
with
season
death.
3 Black Butler.
I mean, there's gardening tools, and then there's the English Chainsaw Massacre. And if anything, did you see how he took out Madame Red? That's brutal. Chainsaws are pretty typical in horror films, but when one was customized to be a death sight, it was transformed into a memorable weapon for a memorable character. Number 2. Tessaiga from Inuyasha. Another big
Another
badass
oldie,
sword
but
from
a
a classic
goodie.
anime. The Tessaiga was once wielded by Inuyasha's father, Ino no Taisha. After his fatal fight with Takimaru,
I need to watch
Ino
this
no
anime
Taisha's
again
remains,
sometime.
along with Tessaiga, were consigned to the gateway region of the
Granted,
Netherworld,
I'm
in
scared
which
of
the
watching
gateway
it
itself
because
was
I
sealed
have a
within
feeling
the
that if I
Black
watch
Pearl
it
that was
now,
hidden
I won't
in
enjoy it as much
Inuyasha's
as I
eye.
did back when I was in high school.
Well, that's just convenient. This
I
was
don't
the
know if this
first
is
of
true or
many
not, but one of my
indications
friends
that he
actually
reserved
told
the
me
mastery
that
of the sword to his
Kagome
youngest
says
son,
Inuyasha,
Inuyasha
says
however, was
Kagome
not
like
willing to accept
900
that and won the
times
sword for his
combined.
own. He forces Inuyasha to surrender the pearl from his eye, opens the portal, and the two fight over the right to wield their father's sword. However, a barrier was placed on the sword, warding away human-hating yokais, especially Sesshomaru. The Tessaiga at first looks pretty worn and old, but once Inuyasha gets his hands on it, the Tessaiga transforms into its gigantic form and is ready to kick some ass.
Okay, just making
And
sure the
takes out
video is
Sesshomaru's arm.
not out of sync.
Brotherly love. The Tessaiga, an overly powerful sword that everyone in the anime world knows and loves.
I don't know about that. I mean, Inuyasha has its fair shares of haters.
Before we move forward, here are some honorable mentions.
I love that sword. That's overkill. Oh, I love that scythe. It's not as good as the scythe in Soul Eater. The one that Soul can transform into. I don't even remember that from Dead Man Wonderland. I need to watch the anime again. I knew that was going to be an honorable mentions. Even when I watched it for the first time, I knew that had to be in there somewhere.
And the number one most iconic weapon in anime is... This Saiga came really close to being number one. But there was one other weapon that seemed to stick out the most. A weapon so creative, unique,
I'm
and
shocked this
memorable
got number
that any
one.
anime fan would know what it is and where it's from. Seriously, it's that memorable. You can just look at it and say, oh hey, it's the scissor blade from Kill la Kill. Yeah, that's what would happen. The Scissor Blades from Kill la Kill.
I am surprised this got number one. I know Kill la Kill is a popular anime, and I've seen a good majority of it, and I enjoyed it, but...
Weapons in anime stick to traditional weapons with some modifications. These are giant scissor blades that can take on multiple forms. To be fair, there scissors turned into singular blades and looked this badass. Plus, the story behind it is amazing. Ryoko Matoi holds the red scissor blade, and she transfers to Honnoji Academy to search for the other blade and the one who used it to kill her father. Wait. Do we have the anime equivalents to Indigo Montoya? Hello, my name is Ryoko Matoi. You killed my father. Prepare to die. I just couldn't help myself with that. Nonetheless, Kill la Kill took a common household item and turned it into a weapon that's badass looking and has an awesome backstory. For those reasons alone, the scissor blades from Kill la Kill are the most recognizably iconic weapons in anime. Like I said before, this is all part of our weapons series for the month of January. First was weirdest weapons in anime. You just watched most iconic weapons, and next up will be the most powerful weapons in anime. And again, if you didn't see an anime that should have been on one of these two videos, it'll probably be mentioned in most powerful weapons. Well, maybe. Which weapons could they be? Stay tuned to Anime America.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. Back to what I was saying. I was surprised the Scissor Blades got #1. I know Kill la Kill is a very popular anime, and even I seen a good majority of it and I enjoyed it, but I didn't think this would be #1. I mean, I was expecting it to be somewhere probably within like #5 or #4. I'm very surprised if it's that iconic and it's that popular. It's not that I don't disagree with her, it's that the anime feels too current that to be #1 in my opinion in the most top 10 iconic weapons of anime. Not that the weapon isn't iconic, it is iconic. I just don't think it should be #1, at least in my opinion. And that is all I have to say for this video. My next video will probably be the top 10 most powerful weapons in anime whenever that comes out. If it doesn't come out within like a week or two, I'll probably do a anime blind reaction. I just got myself a brand new set of headphones a couple days ago, and I will be planning on doing a lot more anime blind reactions. I won't be showing any video or audio because of copyright issues, of course. But I will like tell you, when I'm starting it, tell you like my thoughts on each episode and whatnot. So I will be doing a lot more anime blind reactions. I haven't decided on what series I'm going to do yet, but probably within the next week or two I will decide on what I'm going to do. One thing's for sure, I will continue to do Fairy Tail blind reactions because I'm almost up to date with Fairy Tail. I'm probably going to get started on Fairy Tail 0 episode 1 and then go from there. Once I'm done with all of those, then I'll decide what anime I should do a blind reaction on next. And that's all I have to say for this video. I will see you all for either my blind reaction to Fairy Tail 0 episode 1 or the top 10 most powerful weapons in anime from Anime America. Till next time.